Alright. Today in this video, we will talk about loops. A statement or set of statements that are executed repeatedly is known as a loop. We can say that a loop is used to execute a block of code for a specified number of times. For example, a user may display his name for 10 times on the screen. There are 5 loops in JavaScript: the while loop, do-while loop, for in loop, and for of loop. For our tutorial today, our focus will be on the while loop. Now, when we talk about the while loop, it all starts with the while keyword, followed by a condition. This condition plays an important role in controlling the loop's iterations. Only when this condition evaluates to true will the block of code enclosed within the loop execute. However, if the condition turns out to be false, the loop gracefully skips those statements. Let's put our knowledge into practice by writing a simple program. To get started, we'll create a variable called I using the let keyword and initialize it with 0. Now, let's introduce the while loop. Within its parentheses, we specify the condition, I less than 10. Inside the loop, we'll use console.log to display the result. I'll format it to show the number is, followed by the current value of I. In the end, don't forget to increment I using I++. This ensures that I increases by 1 with each iteration. When we run this code, it will print numbers from 0 to 9. It's important to note that before each iteration, the loop checks the condition, and as long as I is less than 10, it continues. If the condition is true, the loop enters into its body. Inside the loop, it executes the console log statement, displaying the number is followed by the current value of I, which is initially 0. Then, it proceeds to the next statement, incrementing I by 1. Now, I has a value of 1. The loop goes back to check the condition. As long as the condition remains true, it continues to execute both statements. This process repeats until I reaches a value of 10. However, if the condition becomes false at any point, the loop terminates. If I remove the I++ statement, there won't be any increment in the I value. This will result in an infinite loop, which can slow down your browser. Oops, I can't stop this. To stop the loop, you'll have to close the browser. If you forget to increase the variable used in the condition, the loop will never end. This will crash your browser. Let's create another program to calculate the sum of all numbers from 1 to 10. We'll start by defining 2 variables, one named sum and set it to 0, and the other named number and initialize it with 1. Now, let's introduce a while loop with the condition number less than or equal to 10. Inside this loop, we'll increment the sum variable by adding the number to it. After that, we'll increment the number variable. Outside the loop, use the console.log to display the text sum followed by a comma and the value stored in the sum variable. It should return 55 in the output. The condition specifies that the loop will continue running from 1 to 10. The first line in the body adds the numbers 1 by 1. It stores the result of adding sum and number in the sum variable. At the start, sum is 0 and number is 1. When we add 0 and 1, we get 1, which is stored in the sum variable. The second statement increments the value of number by 1, making it 2. Control then returns to the condition after executing both statements. This process continues 10 times. When the value of number becomes 11, the condition becomes false, and the loop terminates. Then control goes to the console.log statement and displays the sum. I have a practice program for you as an assignment. Make a program that ensures that the user enters a password that is at least 8 characters long. Don't worry, you can find this program in the comments section of this video. If you find it helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos.